Live from PATV Studios, it's the Lyle Style Show. And now, the man with the most style, it's your host, Lyle Style.
Oh, speaking of intuition, welcome to the Lyle Style Show. I'm here with Kicking the Breeze with my good friend here, a wonderful show. We have Chicago Bears, former Chicago Bears player, Clemens. He's a Hawkeye player too. Welcome back to the show, man. You are, like I said, a regular guest on the show. I should have announced you, man, because how many times you've been on the show, man? And we've been going back and forth talking and whatnot, and you text me, and it was Greek, man. But you said you didn't. I wish I had the text. I would have showed y'all with the text, but no. But I'm glad to have you on the show again, Craig.
It's been a long time, and guess what?
What? Chicken butt.
I'm angry.
You're angry?
It's been too long.
He has a, yeah.
I think you found a replacement.
No.
I thought I was the man.
You are the man.
Evidently, I'm not.
No.
Okay?
No. You are the man with the. Funny, Craig. You're the man with the plan, man. You retired. So, man, I thought you was gallivanting, going around the world, seeing stuff and whatnot, enjoying yourself with your retirement, but you haven't been doing that.
Well, here's what you have to understand.
Okay.
Before you retire, and this is for everyone, buy everything you want, pay off everything you can, because once you hit retirement, you're on a fixed income. There's X amount of dollars coming in, and from your retirement, from the benefits, from the things that you've worked for, Social Security and things like that. But I tell you what, there's no extras. So there's got to be a little savings involved because April 15th, there was state taxes, there was income taxes, there was property taxes, and every year this time it hits me for a couple $1,000.
Wow.
So you have to have a stash and be ready for retirement. I don't know if I'm ready. I might need a part-time job.
Yeah, part-time job, huh?
I need some.
I
need some spending money.
Yeah, you probably need.
I have the living money. Now I need some spending money.
You probably need your titles up there too, because people know who you are, man. Because your name is Craig Clemens, retired football player for Chicago Bears. But yeah, you're right about that. You retire. You have a fixed income, and you have to really be P's and Q's about how you spend your money.
Budget, have a savings for any emergencies, but that fixed income is rigid.
Yeah. Now I'm saying, where's my title, Lyle Style, at? I'm looking on the camera. I don't see anything.
They know who you are.
Huh?
They know you're the man.
No. The director said it's there. Don't worry about it. We just can't see it.
Can't see it.
They can't see it on that thing. We're invisible right now.
Yes.
Can you see me? Can y'all see Lyle Style? Okay. Well, yeah. But anyway, you know what? I want to talk to you because you went to the spring game today, Iowa. Saturday. Sorry, I'm sorry. Saturday. It was cold and rainy.
It was a tough day. But you have to understand one thing.
Okay, what's that?
You know the kind of weather we play football in?
No.
Cold.
Really?
Snow. I mean, you play football from September to December, January. So that's the fall of the year going into wintertime. So I think there might have been 2,000, maybe 3,000 people at the spring game.
Oh, that's a pretty nice crowd.
Well, that's a pretty nice crowd, but consider Ohio State had 80 to 90,000.
At their spring game?
At their spring game.
No, they didn't.
And the University of Michigan, with their first-year coach, had 70,000, 70 to 80.
At their spring game?
At the spring game.
Oh, you pulling my leg? Stop pulling my leg, Craig.
Well, you have your people go check the facts. But
we have to do something.
You're talking about. Well, look at Ohio State. If you remember last football season, Ohio State won the first national championship college game.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Okay? So they're number one legitimately, not by any votes or anything like that. They went through a playoff and they beat somebody for national championship. Now, people like winners.
Right.
And when you have a successful or a winning program, they're going to come out. The locals are going to come out. The alumni is going to come out. Everybody's going to be proud to represent their school. So, and when you look at Michigan, they're hoping that the new coach and everything is going to bring about respectability for them back to prominence.
Okay. Now, what about Nebraska?
I'm not familiar with Nebraska, but
They got a new coach too.
yes, they did. In fact, they fired their coach that was what 9-2, 9-3, something like that.
Yep.
So 9-3 record, we would love to have that here at Iowa.
Yeah.
But our standards aren't as high as some of the other schools.
And why is that then? What's the deal?
Well, it's gonna. I don't know specifically. The only thing I could guess is that the athletic director and the university and the coaching that they have here, they don't feel that they can meet those kind of standards and recruit those kind of people that can come here and provide that kind of leadership and winning program.
Now that's not good. Now we're gonna have to fix that, man, because I mean Iowa is a good school, and you know, they get some really good athletes. As a matter of fact, a lot of good athletes come from Wisconsin, but Ohio.
Well,
Where you from?
they might come from Ohio. I looked at the roster. I went to spring game, and I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 7 athletes on the program right now from the state of Ohio. We get a lot of our people from Illinois and Iowa and Maryland, few from Pittsburgh, and I think we're going to have a direct connection to Texas.
Oh.
Well, Greg Davis, the offensive coordinator from the University of Iowa, he came from Texas.
Okay.
But you have to realize that the University of Iowa, Sally Mason's retiring this year. You know, there's been a lot of talk about, you know, sexual assault on campus and issues like that.
So they've been kind of on the forefront. And
absolutely. And I think, too, that I saw something in the paper about the Black University of Iowa student protests. Evidently called Voices Are Not Heard. And there were 20 black students from the University of Iowa that were on campus, and they lined up and put duct tape on their mouth because they don't feel like they're being heard.
oh wow, man, that's not good. So what's the problem? What is
I think the problem is just like the problems that were back in the 60s and 70s. We're having the same kind of issues, whether it's rights, civil rights for blacks. You have civil rights for gays and lesbians. I mean, the right to marry. So when you see all these unrests on the campuses or in St. Louis, and policemen and blacks are coming, you know, the conflict has always been there, and now it's striking back up. I see a lot of resemblance to this day and age to in the 70s. The only thing that's different, we have a black president.
Oh.
So we've come a long way.
Yeah, we've come
a long way. But when you see the kind of behavior that and problems the president is facing in the White House, I think there's a little bias and a little racism in the White House, and that's gonna trickle down, or that's really going to display and show exactly what's going on in America. We've come a long way. We have a long way to go. Racism, bigotry, all those kinds of things are still alive and well in the United States, but they're better than there have been.
Oh, good. Well, yeah. So there's some up to it, and there's some downsides to it too. So, but yeah, with all the craziness and all the people, you know. But sometimes it's subtle. Sometimes you really don't really see it because it was subtle or whatnot, but it's still there, like you said. But
well, not only is it subtle. Well, you have to understand that it's coming in different forms now. Not only is it subtle, it's hidden. The people that were blatant in the 60s and 70s have to hide because of the outcry they could hurt themselves physically or emotionally, not to mention financially.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of things that that go into the lifestyle, but all in all, it's still black against white.
It shouldn't be that way. You know what? To me, I always say this is a people thing. It's a human thing, and we are all human beings. And I hate that we have this divide that is there and a subtleness. You know, whether it be in the state of Iowa, whether it be Illinois, whether it be Michigan, whether it be down south, especially the South. Is, you know, the South is really not blatant. South is just, yeah, obvious. If they don't like you, they'll tell you they don't like you. But to me, it should be a human thing. We should look at each other as just human beings. It bothers me because we are all human beings.
Yeah, but you have to understand.
I'm no different from my director. He's no different from me, from you, from Jane Doe, from John Doe, whatever. But yeah, like you said, you know, it's there, and the good thing is we discuss it. The good things we talk about it.
I don't know if we're discussing it or not. I mean, those are the kinds of issues and situations that they're talking about now with respects to the police departments all over these cities. When you see all the police brutality
Mm-hmm.
that's going on in the cities and all these black people that are getting killed, there's no conversation there.
Yeah.
They may say that they're going to start up a conversation and a dialogue, but we're talking about 1964 Civil Rights Act. I mean, we're talking about how many years?
A lot of decades, war.
That's over 50 years, and so that's the law.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still going to take a lot of human effort, and I think it's really just going to take compassion and love. It's that's the only thing that's missing. I mean, when you look at racism and discrimination and bigotry, it's hate against one group or against the other.
Mm-hmm.
So I think to combat that, love is the only thing.
Yeah, amen. I agree with that. You know, and another thing I feel is that us as being a race, as you want to put it that way, we should stop killing each other. As you know, like in Chicago, you know, it's black on black crime.
Black on black crime.
You know that. I mean that's obviously that's something that should not be. We shouldn't be doing that. I mean I know it's going to happen, but we should not do that. It shouldn't be that way. We shouldn't be destroying each other and each other's property and each other's businesses. That should never be tolerated. There's no excuse for that. There's no excuse to take anybody or to mess with any human being out there in the world, let alone, you know, your own, you know. So these problems, like I said, they're there. We came a long way, so we got to look at the positive side of it.
Sure.
We came a long way. We need a little bit more love for each other. We do. You know, like I said, love is the ultimate. Patience too. But I know these are always going to be existing, and you know, like I say, me and you talking about it, so it's a good thing. You know, spreading the word, we're talking about it, and if we get everybody in this world talking about that, maybe somebody say, oh, wait a minute, I got the answer, you know. So, you know, right now, I know I don't have the answer. I feel like you said, I agree with you about love. We do need to love each other and stuff, and stop all this hateness and all this destruction and this destroying each other, period. And people are racist, as far as racist, they have to stop trying to feel like because the person is different from you, don't mean that it's a bad thing. You know, God created everybody, and He created a rainbow. God is colorless. He created the rainbow. The rainbow is a good thing to have. That means every different people from every type of walk of life. I just don't want to see just one person that look like me, you know, constantly to the whole, you know, world. I like you know, to see multi different type of things. Well, so, hey, Craig, you know, one thing we're doing is talking about it. That's a good thing, you know. So. Mm-hmm. Definitely, if you have an idea, if you can solve this, man, I want you to solve this, man. But you know, yeah. But How long this been going on? You said since the 60s.
Oh, it's been going on ever since they brought us over from Africa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But to not to change
It happens in sports too, though.
Well, I can't comment on that, but you have
Back
to,
in the day when you was playing ball for the Bears or for college or whatever, I mean, experiences, that, it happens all phases of life in sport, everyday life. I know it happens in sports, because we hear about it.
I think the group that's being discriminated against most is gays and lesbians now.
Yeah.
Did you see the Bruce Jenner interview last night?
No, I did not see that, but I've heard a whole lot about it. Was it good?
I thought it was excellent, educational, entertaining, and enlightening. I learned a lot. I have a few homosexuals in the family, and I know one of the men that I grew up with. I knew he was gay when we were playing young. He had a feminine side, and it wasn't very physical. He liked colors, like other things other than masculine side. But I think the show and the education that I received was that there are a lot more people. I think Bruce Jenner was talking about
transgender.
Trans what?
Transgender.
Yeah. Okay. But
changing into
that's real.
Yes.
You remember? I can't think of the individual's name, but the way Bruce Jenner put it last night, that he's been a woman inside a man's body.
Yeah. Yeah.
And isn't that crazy that this person can win the 1976 Olympics? A woman beat out all those men.
Well, that's one way of looking at it. I mean,
That's outstanding.
Yeah. One way of looking at the way he presented himself, and I mean, he's an athlete. He's an Olympian. He's a gold medalist.
One of the greatest athletes in the world at one time.
Yeah. So, you know what? If you really want to look deep into that, you look and say, wow, it don't matter who you are. It don't matter what you are. You could still be anything you want to be. You can be the greatest athlete. You can be the greatest CEO. You can be the greatest spokesperson. You could be the greatest janitor, the greatest salesperson, the greatest lawyer, the greatest doctor, the greatest police officer, the greatest. It doesn't matter, because it's what's inside. It's what you have on the inside, and what you believe, and how you feel about yourself, and what you do that really matters. Your character.
Well, it does matter, but you have to understand that the people that are discriminating against you are trying to tear down and disrupt everything that you're trying to do. So now, if Bruce Jenner would have came out back in the 70s, do you think he would have been able to go ahead and complete his decathlon and win that 1976 gold medal for the United States? Honestly, so there would have been distractions.
Right. There probably would have been
protests and people trying to not allow him to compete. I think of the tennis player a long time ago she wanted to play as a woman. I can't think of her name right off the top of my head, but
was it him or?
Yeah, it was a tennis player. We'll get off that. But by the same token, you have to respect somebody else's life, their visions, their dreams, and let them do what they want to do.
Yeah.
I think the thing that I got out of the Bruce Jenner interview last night was that it's one thing to have a dream and to execute it, but when you have all kinds of obstacles trying to stop you from doing what you want to do, that creates chaos.
Right.
And so his life has been chaotic. A lot of transgender people have probably committed suicide, but you have to realize that homosexuals, transgender, gay marriage. These are people, God loves them. We have to respect them. We have to help them. And we have to do our part as human beings to help them be successful.
Right. It's a human thing. Like I said,
Absolutely.
It goes back to what I'm saying and what I believe is just it's a human thing. It's not a gay thing. It's not a black thing, white thing, green thing, blue thing, purple thing, green with pink polka dot thing. It's a human thing as far as I'm concerned. We all are human beings in this earth. We all created equal in God's eyes. God created all of us in his own image. And we're human, and we just get off of this stuff and look at us as being human. And like, I'm no different from my producer, Brian. He's no different from me. It's just that God created us as a different complexion. You know, I mean, it's a good thing. It's a wonderful thing.
Absolutely.
It's a wonderful thing, you know. And we all have dreams, all have hopes, we all fear, we all get happy, you know. We all got problems. So, I mean, us as human beings got to get off of looking at each other different and looking at each other as being human beings. And look at the character of the person, what type of character that person have. Because there's bad seeds in every race that you can think of. Every race you think of is bad seeds.
But just because somebody doesn't look like you, doesn't behave like you,
Right.
Doesn't think like you, that's no reason to hate or discriminate.
No, there's no, right, you know. And you know, this is, I didn't mean, this is weird because I didn't want to get on a deep subject like that. It happens, and sometimes, that's right, sometimes.
Current events.
It's right, sometimes they happen, and because I wanted to be light and joke around with you, but we got into a deep subject or whatever, but yeah, this is life is a beautiful thing, and it's what you make of it, and everybody got fears and whatnot, and everybody deserves a chance to do their. Only in America you can have your dream. You can actually do your dream. Other third world countries, you can have a dream and not.
You brought up an excellent point. Now, we have those problems, and they're here in the United States. Mm-hmm. We're still the greatest country in the world.
That's exactly right.
We're still the for your hopes and dreams.
Right.
There are people that, I watched 60 Minutes last night, too. There are people coming from all parts of the world, risking their lives to get to America because they believe that the dream is alive here. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So we're still the greatest country on earth. Freedom is alive and well here, but so are all the other little bitty things.
Right.
The evil creeps in, the bigotry, those kind of things creep into to even the freedoms that we have.
Right, they do. You know, and you know, it takes a strong person to persevere and to not look at that type of negative stuff and push on to what he or she wants to do in
Absolutely.
life. I admire whoever that person is to do that. And you know, I'm older, and I still got dreams and hopes and about the future of my life. And you know what? You know, I believe that God's going to allow me to accomplish what I want to accomplish. And you know, it's just all the matter in His time when things happen for me. You know, so man, I just want to encourage people to always keep their dreams and hopes alive. You know,
work hard.
I really do work hard.
Get your education.
Yep. Believe in yourself.
Save your money.
Yep.
And guess what? You can do anything you want in the United States.
Right. See, so like I said, this is a free country, and this is a powerful country and a beautiful country. Like I said, other countries, you can't have that. You don't have your freedoms like we have freedoms. You know, and we take it for granted. I mean, I do because it's just there. We was born here. We have it. It's there automatic. You know, so sometimes it makes you realize that you shouldn't take things for granted. You should stop and smell the roses, people, and look at the small things in life and appreciate the small things in life. I'm preaching. Lyle Style saying that. I'm preaching now. But my producer said we got 5 minutes left, though. So, but yeah, in the 5 minutes, let's talk about what's going on with you and what you've been doing with yourself, man.
I told you I'm retired. I'm done. I'm through. But I tell you what, in reality, I thought the University of Iowa and the athletic program looks like it's leveling out. Mm-hmm. The basketball program looked good. Mm-hmm. I think they, for the first time in like 8 years, they were in the NCAA tournament. They won one game, I think, and got bounced out. Michigan State.
The women always do good in basketball. So.
They had a Big Ten Final Four. There had 2 teams in the Big Ten for the Final Four. I think Duke won it all.
Yeah, they did.
So I think Fran McCaffrey is doing well. Let's hope that he brings in a few more recruits, and so that we keep the program going. Maybe next year we can get in the NCAA and win 2, maybe 3 games. So the football team, I think we were 7-6 last year. Spring, we lost a couple of good ball players. A couple of them are going to pros. A lot of good seniors. But I think that I saw a spring game. I saw Maben have a couple good plays. Well, you got Rucker did well. Great speed from Shield. A guy by the name of Jay Shield. Maurice Fleming, good man from Chicago. I saw Cole Fisher, excellent job. Who else? Drake. I saw Peter. I think it's Picard. They pronounce it.
Peter Pepper. Pickle peppers.
Close.
Pickle peppers. Whatever.
But a lot of good young people. I think that the decision for Jake Roddick to leave and go to Michigan. See, now that was a scandal. I mean, when a starting athlete or starting quarterback leaves your program and goes to another Big Ten team, well, that's a slap in the face. And I think that Jake Roddick is going to Michigan. C.J. Beathard should have been the starting quarterback after the Pittsburgh game last year.
But now he is now.
He is now.
So now it's going to be a whole different ball game.
Well, it's a whole different ball game. He's the best quarterback we have, but we lost good running backs. We lost good linemen. We have to replace them. Defensive line, defensive backs.
Right.
And so we have a new crop of people. I just mentioned a few names that are going to be household names in the next year or two.
Okay. That's good. And some people that's leaving, going to the pros and going on with their careers, And so, I love sports. And you are the sports expert because first football, that was your thing. That's what you
basketball was my first love, though.
Oh, was it? Oh. But football was you played, though.
I was violent.
You was a defense.
I played football.
Okay. Yeah, you was violent, man. Well, you still got a little violent in you, man. But I didn't want to go there with you because
one-on-one basketball.
Yeah, that's right. Ooh, I don't want to go one-on-one back because you like to elbow people, man.
That's called boxing out.
That's called boxing out. Oh yeah, you with the gloves, man. You might have some gloves on. That's what you.
No,
like
I'm not.
To do.
I'm not a fighter.
I know, but yeah, but you know what? It's good that you still have that youth and you're still enjoying yourself, Craig. So
absolutely.
So that's a blessing, man. But I think we only got 2 minutes left in the program, and man, you always come on every so often, and I really wish you would get your own show because, man, you like to talk. You're a good talker.
No, I don't like to talk.
Yes, you do.
Well, you asked my wife, and I got 5 words. By the time I get home, I got 5-6 words left in me. Yes, no, maybe, and
As you tell, okay, yes, you can have all the money. No, I don't have any money because you have it, and whatever you said. And how you want me to jump?
Yeah.
Okay, no, but you have a beautiful family, man. And one of these days I'm gonna come over your house.
Come to Cedar Rapids. You come to Cedar Rapids. Do my show. My house is like a sports bar.
Is it really?
I've got pictures from everybody.
Oh wow.
High school from the '60s, '70s, 2000s. I've got. You ever been to a sports bar?
No, I haven't. No,
sports bar usually have pictures of famous athletes
all
over the place. From upstairs in the bedroom to the hallway, downstairs living room. I've got Bears and Vikings.
Well, I'm gonna have to check it out then.
Packers.
I'm gonna have to check this out. Whatever, come down there.
Come.
Yes, and see, you've invited me.
Open house.
Open house. You should never said that. Open house. So okay, I like to have some beverages, like some. You got any?
I got you.
Some like Kool-Aid or something like that.
We got it all.
Okay, that sounds good. Hey, Brian, now you know, man. Now you know Okay, Brian said he's going to come now.
Oh, we're bringing that. Bring all the gear.
He's a director, so
Okay.
he's going to be doing the camera, man. So, yeah, we like that, man. So, hey, but it was a pleasure, Craig, always having you on the show, man.
Lyle Style.
Yes, right, man. You're my closest friend, and I love you, man, and thank you for doing this, whatnot. And, you got to shout out to somebody?
No, I'm good.
Oh, that's right. You never shout out for nobody, man. Dang, I can do all the shout outs on this show. Hey, I want to have a special shout out to all the people that watch the Lyle Style Show, especially the ones that really enjoy talking to me about the show. From Fables, the people of Fables. Hey, shout out to all of y'all. I told you I was going to give y'all a shout out. I want to say shout out to all of y'all because y'all do great service, and I really appreciate what y'all do at the pizza place. And also my store, all the people in my store and whatnot, the people who come in there, like the show. Hey, shout out to all of y'all. My mom, I love you, Mom. Thank you for what you're doing, bring me in the show. Huh?
I love you, Mom.
Yes.
Oh, wow. That's a big shout.
That is a big shout out to my mom, man. Without her, I wouldn't be here, man. Lyle Style wouldn't be here. And hey, next time, T-Bone might come on the show, and you have to meet T-Bone one day.
Tim Tebow's not coming
No. T-Bone, my twin brother. T-Bone, my twin brother.
Your twin.
Yeah, I have a twin brother. Yeah, T-Bone. He's a rapper. You have to meet him. One of these days you'll meet him, and it's going to be nice. So anyway, I want y'all to keep starting profile and keep watching the Lyle Style Show, and be nice to yourself, be nice to others, and treat yourself right. I love you. Bye.